What's up, everybody? WWE Smackdown Live, January 2nd, 2018. Excuse me, not 2017, 2018, ladies and gentlemen. Giving you guys my overall opinion about this show before I go into results and go into detail about anything that strikes my eye. This show sucked. Big time. Nothing came out, struck at me major. The main event had the same exact repetitive ending that last week's SmackDown episode did. A lot of repetitive stuff even happened in other matches, such as like the Brizongo versus the Bludgeon brothers. Um, that was another same old thing. So there was nothing really that stuck out on this show. Outside of the major announcement that was made for the Royal Rumble match for the WWE Championship, which I'll get into. This was by far the weakest SmackDown episode in the last couple of weeks or a few months. I wasn't impressed with this show. Of course I wouldn't be. What's so impressive about WWE these days? They do the same repetitive bullshit, and then they repeat it over the next week. It's just the same thing, over and over again. Like, where can you come up with some creativity here? Give some sort of entertainment value out of this shit. Because, to be quite frank with you guys, there's nothing that was entertaining about this show. The WWE Tag Team titles were pretty good. There was one thing that kind of bugged me a little bit that I thought was pretty stupid. That's about it. Other than that, this show was a downright boring, lame, dry, dreadful show. There was nothing about this show that stuck out to me and said, hey, there's reason to catch this shit. The only thing that's going on here that is still unraveling, and tonight really displayed there was favoritism towards the Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn with Daniel Bryan. At this point, you can probably assume that Daniel Bryan is actually a heel in this whole situation with him and Shane McMahon. He is giving a lot of favoritism towards Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. And quite frank with you, I think this is completely ridiculous. So, getting into things. So, basically what happens here is we have things going on with, first off, give me 1 second. Just finding the right website to go to look through the segments and stuff and discuss them with you guys. So basically, the show opens up with a recap of last week's main event with AJ Styles and Kevin Owens. Then commentary hypes up Styles versus Zayn, as well as the tag team title match for the show. AJ comes out. He wishes the crowd a happy new year. He's going to bring in the new year on a positive note. He's going to go out and he's going to defeat Sami Zayn. Well, let me put it to you this way. Sami Zayn beats him the same fucking way that Kevin Owens beat him. At least at this time, Sami Zayn beats him with his finisher instead of getting a cheap roll-up pin and walking away the winner like Kevin Owens did last week. A lot of things AJ Styles talked about. He's talking about how he built the SmackDown brand, and it's been centered around him at this point. He honestly wants to defeat one of the Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn faction that's going on here. He also, then Shane McMahon comes out. He says, okay, if Kevin Owens is going to be in this match as a side person, I'm going to be in this match as well. And I'm going to compete. I'm going to be in AJ's corner. Daniel Bryan came out and said, okay, well, if you're going to be there, I'm going to be there, and we'll all be there. So it was Daniel Bryan outside, Shane McMahon, and Kevin Owens with AJ and Sami Zayn in the match. So that's basically what happened during this segment of this run-on rambling and bullshit. Usos versus Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin was the first match on the night for the tag team titles. The Usos walk away victorious. But at first, Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable looked like they were the winners. But there was a mistake made by the referee. But there's one thing that troubles me. There's been times where they have had situations like this where the referee made a bad call, where the referee didn't see a cheat or move on an opponent, and they walk away victorious anyway, still with the record saying they won the match. In this situation, that didn't happen. They actually had an instant replay like they do in other sports, like the NFL, college football, so forth, and in like basketball sometimes, as well as even now a little bit with baseball. And they went ahead and had a challenge by the referee. Another referee came out, saw that there was a mistake made within this match, and the wrong guy the illegal man pinned the person that was supposed to be in the match. But thing is, Chad Gable shouldn't have been the one pinning him. It should have been Shelton Benjamin. They made a mistake. The referee made a mistake. Everyone got confused, and another referee came out and fixed that problem and restarted the match. And then the Usos walk away victorious. Now, my big beef about all of this is, why haven't they ever done this before? Why start now? I don't get that. That is so fucking stupid. It's ridiculous. It's like, we're going to just change the rules as we go along. Well, if you're going to go ahead and start doing replays, you might want to start applying it here every once in a while during a fucking championship match like the one we saw tonight. The Usos losing the tag titles wouldn't have been a good thing. Anyway, wouldn't agree with that. I think the Usos should stay champions till WrestleMania and be on the main card of WrestleMania. My God, they have earned it. They have produced. They have shown you as a tag team that they are one of the best, and they're the best on the microphone as a tag team. They get you pumped up for their match. They make you entertained. They are like the New Day, only they do it in a more thrash, anti-hero type of characters. They make you feel like it's real. They make you feel like, hey, we're tough motherfuckers. We're going to kick your ass, come in the ring, beat you, and retain our belts, and you can kiss our ass. So I like the attitude. It sounds a lot like the Attitude Era type of feel to it. And it's kind of cool, and it's still appropriate for WWE programming. God help us. I mean, WWE's programming is absolute shit. So them to be able to allow the Usos to be more attitude type tag team is a plus. So gives us a little bit more hope and entertainment out of the fact that they're more Attitude Era type gimmick. But at the end of the day, the Usos walk away, retaining the tag team titles. The match was pretty decent. I give it a 3 out of 5 stars. Nothing special about it, but it was still pretty decent in itself. Let's go through all this shit. Alright, so as I mentioned, the Tyler Breeze and Fandango faced the Harper and Rowan, and they they got their brains kicked in. The match didn't even start. The Ascension came in. They got their asses kicked and demolished. It was all one big giant joke. The New Day was backstage in this weirded out fucking segment. I am disturbed by what they're doing with these guys. They're fucking around with pancakes. Went from cereal to pancakes. What's next? Fucking bacon, or they're gonna have New Day bacon for breakfast, or New Day scrambled eggs. I don't get this shit. This is so fucking stupid. It's ridiculous. Everything about the show was joked out and retarded. I mean, there was nothing here. So we have the New Day backstage with Xavier Woods. He's being blindfolded and told to guess what the surprise is that they have in front of him. He goes ahead and he says, after a couple of guesses, he finally says it's pancakes with a candle on top of it, lit up. They go, oh shit, you can actually see through the freaking blindfold. And he goes, well, I also had LASIK surgery, so yeah, I kind of see better than I used to, and so on and so forth. So they get to the point where he's going to blow out the candle and make a wish, and Aiden English and Rusev came by, or come by. Well, this part was kind of funny, at the same time it wasn't. Rusev and Aiden English, they are over like crazy, and now they're losing like crazy. And I'll get into that because Xavier Woods beats Aiden English. What a fucking joke that was in itself. They could have given this guy an opportunity to advance to the next round at least. But all they're doing, and I heard this on JD from New York 206. I'm a big subscriber to him. I listen to pretty much every video he puts up. And I have to say this, he does mention in one of his videos, he said that they're over, but they weren't purposely over by WWE. It just was an accident. And now they're going to push them down like they're piles of garbage and make people just not care about them. I think that's a really sad and pathetic thing to do to a tag team like this because they are awesome. They are becoming very entertaining. The audience likes them. I'm starting to like them my own self. I like how Aiden English is very much, he seems a little bit more being him than anything else. I don't feel like he's so robotic kind of feel. I think he's kind of more along the lines, like, kind of in between robotic and human-like. I like how he's built chemistry with Rusev. Especially this Rusev Day thing is unbelievable how well it's sparked and has turned into something incredibly awesome. But eventually that's going to die out because Vince McMahon's a fucking putz and he doesn't know when he's got something until it's gone. So that's what he's good at doing most of the time. So Aiden English talks his shit, and then Rusev says what he has to say, and he blows out the candle and makes a wish anyway for Xavier Woods. And they're offended, and I'm just like, am I watching a wrestling show or a kid show? I don't get this. This is so ludicrous and stupid. Like, everything that's going to come out of my mouth to you guys is stupid. Because everything about this show is fucking stupid. What the fuck can they do that is any different, or can't they produce a fucking adult show for adults without being insulting to children? I mean, like, come on. You can't find a happy medium here? You gotta make everybody's brain cells melt and drop down and shit? Like, come on. Give us some freaking entertainment here. Don't insult adults' minds, man. This is fucking bullshit. Give everybody a reason to enjoy it, from little kids to adults. I mean, this is fucking ridiculous. This is a ridiculous show with pointless crap. And I'm reviewing this because I'm tired of not giving modern day wrestling. I am tired of sitting here and not giving you guys quality and giving you an opportunity to see me produce videos for you guys. I have 76 subscribers. I'm going to continue to build on that. I'm going to give you guys at least some kind of programming of some sort where I actually give you what I say I'm going to give you. I haven't done that lately, and I'm going to. So start this year. I have started with the very first SmackDown. Last night with Raw, I didn't do it because I was actually tired as hell. Fell asleep early before I could even watch it, and I passed out and fell asleep throughout the rest of the night. And never watched Raw, and I'm pretty sure I didn't miss jack shit. I did get a little bit of JD's review, and he himself, as well as probably anyone else I would ask, says the show absolutely sucked. Didn't miss nothing. Probably not. I did check the results, and Samoa Joe loses to Roman Reigns for the Intercontinental title. What a fucking joke! I give up with WWE. I don't care anything with Roman Reigns. I do not give a shit about because it's all forced. It's not genuine. It's not real. It's all garbage. Samoa Joe should have been IC champion, and honestly, there is a way they could solve this. Just getting onto the IC title picture, and then I'll get back to the SmackDown review. Roman Reigns needs to lose the IC championship at January 22nd. Plain and simple. That is the best place to do it because, one, it is 25 years in the making of WWE Monday Night Raw. Two, you're getting a new superstar crowned, taking the spot of Roman Reigns in the mid-card title run, and the guy that should beat him should be Finn Balor. That is the man who should beat Roman Reigns. Reason being, one, he ain't doing jack shit. Give him a title run. Give him something worth people to give it to him so people have a reason to have interest in Finn Balor. Two, it gives him a big win. Three, even though Finn Balor beats Roman Reigns, what does it matter to WWE? It's not going to hurt Roman Reigns in any way, shape, or form to lose to somebody. He's been on a hot streak. They've made him look unstoppable. They've made him beat practically every superstar you can think of to beat. So have him lose the title to freaking Finn Balor. What are you going to lose by doing that? I mean, you're not losing anything. So give it to Finn Balor. He deserves it. It gives him something to do. And he can have random championship title matches against other opponents that are as good as him and builds him up eventually to face Roman Reigns for the WWE Universal Championship and win back what he never lost. Simple as that. There you go. There's nothing hard there. Boom. You got your problem solved. What the fuck? But getting back to SmackDown, because this is not Raw review, this is SmackDown review. So, I already discussed about the Xavier Woods Aiden English match. It went ahead and Aiden English loses to Xavier Woods by an elbow drop. Big whoop. He's facing Jinder Mahal next round, I believe next week on SmackDown. Match wasn't that big of a deal. They had the welcoming committee against the fucking Ruby Riot Squad, whatever. So the Riot Squad versus the welcoming committee. This match was bullshit. Didn't care. Didn't even watch it. Riot Squad did win this match. Post-match, Riot Squad started making their announcement that all three members of the Riot Squad will be in the Women's Royal Rumble match. Whoop-de-doo, I don't care. So leading up to that, we had Charlotte Flair come out. She made her announcement that there's Naomi and Becky Lynch, who makes her return from injury, gonna kick their ass. So they kick their ass. They try to get a hold of that, and Charlotte gets in the ring and hits a boot on Logan. Naomi has a springboard kick for Morgan, and Lynch hits the exploder on Riot. Another for Live, and the baby faces stand tall in the middle of the ring. Commentary hypes up our main event. We go to break. Okay. Come back. They go ahead and mention John Cena's in the Royal Rumble. I don't care. He's not going to win. Hopefully not. I pray that they are smart enough not to have John Cena win and face John Cena or face AJ Styles for the WWE title at WrestleMania. I don't want to see that. They had that opportunity last year. They should have left the title on AJ Styles, had John Cena win the Royal Rumble last year to face AJ Styles one-on-one, and they could have solved that problem. But they didn't. So who fucking cares? From there, let's see here. So the main event's AJ Styles, Sami Zayn. As I already mentioned, the match ends with Sami Zayn winning by a screwjob finish, but at least hits his finisher on AJ Styles. At first, the match was going pretty well. It looked like AJ was going to pick up the victory. He had him in a calf crusher, and Sami Zayn was doing an outstanding job selling the move and actually trying to pull off a really good acting job, which he did. Um, he goes ahead and he reaches the rope finally, and then at that point, we see everything starting to fall apart. Kevin Owens gets in the middle of the ring, or not in the middle of the ring, he blocks the referee outside the ring when the referee accidentally gets hit by, I believe, AJ Styles, and the referee is being blocked from Kevin Owens to get in the ring to make a pin fall because AJ Styles has him in a rolled up pin. Well, fortunately, that he kicks out at 2 for Sami Zayn, and then Shane McMahon goes ahead, climbs up, and tells the referee to get him out of the ringside and put an end to this. Daniel Bryan gets the microphone and says, okay, if you're going to tell him to leave, you should leave as well because you put your hands on Kevin Owens and shoved him and beat him up, so you ought to be leaving as well. So they both decide to leave at some point. AJ Styles is getting distracted by outside interference for what's going on outside between Daniel Bryan, Shane McMahon, and Kevin Owens. And he eventually gets thrown into the corner, Luva kick to the face, and gets pinned 1, 2, 3, end of the match. Well, at that point, AJ Styles picks up the microphone and says, look, I am freaking done with this crap. You, Shane and Daniel Bryan, you guys keep bickering like little freaking kids, and you two assholes can't even freaking pick up a victory without cheating. Now, it'd be nice if you guys could actually beat me one-on-one without having an interference going on during a match. So he says, well, why don't we just do this? Why don't I just face you two in a handicap match? Daniel Bryan comes out and says, okay, great. So at the Royal Rumble, we're going to have the WWE Championship title match, with it being a handicap match with Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens versus AJ Styles. Are you fucking serious right now? Come on. You're gonna convince me that there's no favoritism now. This is horseshit. And I don't like the fact that they're making Daniel Bryan a heel, because I think Daniel Bryan plays great as a face. I don't think he should be a heel at all. This is a fucking joke and a travesty, and I don't believe that this should be going on. But it is. So we have to deal with it or not like it and just complain about it, which is what I'm doing right now. But that's what we got as SmackDown's main event for the Royal Rumble. A handicap match with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens versus AJ Styles for the WWE Championship. What a joke. Well, guys, I have one thing to say. This show can suck my cock in hell, and SmackDown can go suck a humongous dick. Anyway, guys, if you liked the video, hit the subscribe button, and hit the like button as well. If you're not already subscribed, hit the subscribe button, and leave your comments and opinions down below. Let me know what you thought of what I said about the show, and what you guys thought about my idea about the WWE Intercontinental title match that should be set up on January 22nd with Finn Balor versus Roman Reigns for the IC title, and then moving on with him being the champion, Finn Balor. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and have a great night.